All right, let's show them what you're working with. But you know, let's be decent. This is a family show after all. No, it's not. All right, so I've had a lot of requests to review this laptop and it took much longer to get in than I would have liked, but it's here, so let's see what all the fuss is about. The Zephyrus M is a charming little bastard. Kind of reminds me of the MSI GS65 Stealth Thin I reviewed recently, so it's got a nice touch of class, but it's still a little more gamer-centric looking than the MSI. It's like it was made for the gamer that likes to wash down their Doritos with champagne. The build quality is awesome. It's super duper sturdy feeling. Absolutely no creaks or cracks when you handle it. We've got a nice black brushed aluminum lid with a backlit ROG logo that glows a nice subtle red, and when there's enough daylight on it, it's even less noticeable. All the ports are on the left and right side, so nothing on the back, which is a bit of a bummer, but on the left, we've got the power port, which is pretty inconveniently located in the middle. I think they should have at least placed this at the back. Then we've got an HDMI port, 3 USB 3.1 ports, and an audio port. Then on the right side, we've got another USB 3.1 port and a Thunderbolt 3 port. So if down the road that super capable GTX 1070 can't keep it up, like a shot of Viagra, you've got the option of connecting an external GPU. The only port it's missing that I wish they'd figured out how to include is the network port. So instead, we're left with relying on Wi-Fi, although there are USB network adapters out there, but still. Under the lid, we've got a full-size keyboard with some super convenient dedicated buttons for the volume, mic, and the ROG Gaming Center. It is RGB backlit, but with only 4 zones instead of per key. It's got a nice travel distance at 1.5 millimeters, but it feels a little soft on the press, which might be good if you're a quiet gamer, but I type and play games like my fingers are fucking hammered, so I want it to feel and sound like I'm building a house. The trackpad's awesome, although a little small, but with Windows drivers and the built-in left and right buttons, it's been stellar. Zero complaints from me there. There's a left and right speaker on the bottom, which is pretty much the worst and most common place to put speakers on a laptop, but to be honest, they sound awesome. No distortion, even at max volume, and there's actually some noticeable bass with nice clean mids and highs. We get great access to all the internal organs with 18 screws, and once you're in, we can see and upgrade the existing 16 gigs of RAM to 32, the 256 gig M.2 NVMe drive, the awesome 1 terabyte 2.5-inch FireCuda mechanical drive, as well as battery and fans for cleaning. Battery life on gaming laptops has always been like Xanax level depressing, but it gets a little worse here with its 55 watt-hour battery, which is about 15 to 20 watt-hours less than most, and will only give you about 3 to 4 hours max of productivity time. The 15-inch VA panel with a matte finish produces some really nice punchy colors, but with only 91% sRGB and 61% Adobe RGB color gamuts, maybe not the best for content creation. Like, you're not going to be the next Jake or Logan Paul, not that you'd want to, but still totally adequate and looks great for watching videos. What this display is really made for is gaming, and with 144Hz refresh rate, 3 millisecond response time, and G-Sync, paired with the GTX 1070, Intel i7-8750H, and the fantastic new cooling system, it does gaming really well. There's no power limit throttling, and especially no thermal throttling thanks to what Asus is calling their active aerodynamic system, which basically creates a gap between the bottom panel and the chassis when the lid's open. So when stress testing both the CPU and GPU at max fan speeds, this new system has proven itself by preventing CPU temps from ever reaching past 80 Celsius and GPU temps past 75 Celsius. Now at max fan speeds, yeah, it's loud. Similar to how loud the Acer Helios 500 gets, for example. It does have balance and silence modes, which are really quiet for when you're not gaming, but I wouldn't recommend using those while gaming, or you can expect to start seeing some thermal throttling. I don't know about you guys, but I'd much rather trade some loud ass fans over thermal throttling any day, especially since I can't hear shit over the blood-curdling screams of my enemies when I'm wearing headphones anyways. So wrapping up, the new Zephyrus M is an awesome laptop. It checks pretty much all the boxes for me with an awesome 144Hz G-Sync display, wicked performance, and some really impressive cooling wrapped in a solidly built suit of armor. Now, if I was to nitpick a couple things like a disapproving mother, that display bezel's quite a bit thicker than most thin gaming laptops these days. It would have been nice if they'd placed the power port on the back, or at the very least further back from where it is now, and battery life could have been much better, but that's pretty much it. Anyways, I think that about does it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, show me some love with that like button, and if you're new to my stuff, don't forget to subscribe for new videos every week. But thanks, as always, for watching, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Cheers.